everybody, Gaming Guru here, and I'm back with another video. And this time, we're doing some command blocks. Now, I will be honest, I am using a bit of an add-on, because what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to be showing you guys, didn't want to get added. Give me a second. Okay, now it's working. Basically, all the add-on does is adds this entity here, which allows me to create floating text, and then I also have two other ones that just change the way grass looks, and then another one that changes the way that redstone looks whenever you have it placed. This one doesn't matter, I just don't like the original, or the technically official way that redstone looks whenever placed. It's just not my thing. But anyways, this is going to be using one of these, as it allows me to create floating text, but it acts as an entity, which means I can use it to do execute commands, which is kind of where we're going with this. So I know this will sound strange, but this little tag here is entirely invisible until you look at the center, and we're going to be using these to basically try and create puzzles, because that's the kind of nut that I am. I like puzzles. You can't fault me for that. Anyways, so the idea that I have, or realistically I don't have an idea, I'm going to be coming up with one as I go, but basically how this is going to work is I'm going to try and use these and this to create a cool puzzle, and hopefully I will go about being able to, whenever it's all entirely done, try and find a way to make it so that you guys can download it yourself. Also, if you want any of the textures or anything that I'm using, like the custom floating text, the grass, or the redstone, which are the only three that are on here, if you want them, I will put links to them down below. And with that out of the way, now we can begin. But first, there are a couple things that I would like to say right off the bat. So, I'm thinking of doing videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So any other day, I will most likely not be doing a video. So hopefully that doesn't upset anybody. If it does, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a schedule, and there's only so much I can do. But anyways, so what I'm thinking we can do is we could probably, and if you want these to have a name, you can use an anvil and just name them anything except the original, what they were originally called, and look, now it has a name. I don't know if you can kill them while you're in survival. I've never tested it, and I'm going to now, because this would actually change a little bit. Okay, you can, but we're going to say don't do that. I'm going to grab a new one just so I don't have to go through the effort of trying to rename it back to the way it was. Okay, so what would be a good puzzle to do using one of these? I could essentially do anything, but I wanted to go for puzzle. And I'll end up making this into a series because it'll be a while before I even come up with a good idea. But thankfully, you guys will be able to help create ideas for me down below as well. Like, at any point in the comments down below, you can write something. I'll see it. If I think it's a good idea, which most likely I end up will because you guys are smart, or I would like to give you credit that you're smart, I will go and add it. But yeah, I have no idea, drawing a blank. Hey guys, finally came up with an idea. Decided that I was going to do the whole wool and colors thing. there are 3 commands that I used while you guys weren't looking. I created a scoreboard dummy titled G for game. I set it to be on the side of the screen, that way I can always see it. And then I just set a fake player with the name color to 1, meaning it's the first color out of 5 possible colors. Hopefully that makes sense. I imagine it does. Anyways, what I wanted the idea is, here, let me put one of these down. Okay, so now it is going to have so now there's a wool, and on top of it is the floating text. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and do repeat, always active, executes as all entities who have a type equal to custom colon floating underscore text, exactly where they're at. We're going to do test for entities with name equals white die. dx, which is the distance in the x direction, should be 0. dy, which is the same for y, 0, and then the same for z is again 0. So now it has to be in the exact block where it is. It's testing if there's a white die, which there should be now. So if I grab in here, come in here, I don't know. Hold on. I grab this and then throw it. Yeah, it found the white die because it's in there. But if I grab it and say throw it here, it doesn't detect the white die anymore. So that's where why I'm doing the dx, dy, and dz, because now it has to be that exact block. So now what we're going to do is, coming off of that, we're going to do a chain conditional and always active, and then affect the scoreboard, or use the scoreboard to affect players. We're going to set color inside of G to be 1. Immediately after that, we're going to execute as name equals white die, wherever they are. Give the nearest player a die, 1 with a value of 18, because I think that's white. I'm not sure for certain, so don't quote me on that. And then immediately we're going to do kill at e name equals white die. And the reason that I'm doing these quotation marks is simply so that I can have a space in between the name, because if you look at it, it's white space die, so that works out. And I found that capitalizing with names doesn't really seem to matter. So immediately after killing the die, we're going to do execute entities whose name is nothing. Set block directly under it to be wool 0, which is white. So if I do this, nope, 18 is blue dye. 17, I'm gonna have to grab like a stack of white dye now. Okay, so if I do this, nope, 17 is brown. Okay, let's try 16, which is black. Okay. 15, wouldn't 15 give me red? Oh no, it gave me bone meal. Oh goodness. Okay, so let's try 19. Okay, so this is at 60, and now it's at 60. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to be. So 19 was what it was. Yeah, 19 will give you white dye. Now we're going to repeat this over again a couple times to have all 5 colors. Luckily, I managed to run into black, so if only I had remembered what it was. Actually, we can just do a clone command. So do clone and then we're just going to put a 1 on both of these x coordinates. And stop when there's 5. Okay, now we're just going to do the same for all of these, and then simply just change the values. And as soon as I'm done cloning all of them, I'm going to speed up the video just a little bit because I don't really imagine that you need to see me change every single one over and over again. Actually, I might just skip it. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip ahead to when I'm done changing all of these, so I'll be right back. Okay, got it all settled. So now all 5 of the colors work. So right now it's set to blue, white, white. So white. Yeah, it's white. I don't know why it looked gray for a second there. Black, red, yellow, and blue. And whenever you throw the color, it'll give you it back, so you don't have to worry about that. But what's nice is if I put another one here, they're both white, both black, red, yellow, and blue. And I accidentally missed when I was trying to remove that one. But anyways, now this works. So if I get rid of that. So the idea of this is, hold on, let me change the color back. Okay, so now it's all set to 1. So now, basically the way it's going to work is I'm going to put a wool down somewhere and then on top of it have one of these, making it so that whenever you throw one of these 5 color dyes, it will basically swap all of the wool to that color and change all puzzles to match that color. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'd say that, unfortunately, that's all I have time for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is kind of just setting everything up. At least I finally had an idea, and I just decided to use the idea of color. So, it was one I did, or was doing before, but oh well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, all that down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are going to subscribe for the first time, don't forget to hit the little bell to be notified of more crazy and weird videos like this one. Because it's honestly a ton of fun to make, and hopefully it's a ton of fun to watch. But as always, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.